Imagine this. You are a 24-year-old guy living in the UK, Isle of Wight this time, and you decide for the first time to buy your first Acqua di Gio. In this case, it's going to be Essenza. You buy Acqua di Gio Essenza and it's Saturday night. You decide to go in a club. You put your white collar shirt on you and you go to Yet Slow. Of course, you were sprayed with Acqua di Gio Essenza, 10, 12, 13 sprays. It doesn't even matter how many. You go at the bar, you order there a whiskey, of course with some ice and a Red Bull, and you are just sitting there sipping from that Red Bull and whiskey, and suddenly a very beautiful woman, a Russian girl, blonde hair, blue eyes, comes at the bar ordering a drink, and she's saying to you, "Hello, how are you?" And guess what? The night is going to end magnificent. This memory was triggered straight away when I bought my Acqua di Gio Parfum 2023, and I remember exactly what's happened that night, and I knew straight away this fragrance is extremely close to Acqua di Gio Essenza, and this is one of these amazing things while wearing a fragrance. It takes us back in time. And of course, when I reviewed this 2023 Acqua di Gio Parfum saying this is close to Essenza, I had people commenting, "I don't know what I'm talking about." And actually this fragrance is very, very similar to Profumo. Even Jeremy Fragrance says when he smelled this is like Profumo. I'm not saying I'm better, I'm not. I'm just telling the way things are. If you want something very, very close to Profumo, the 2024 Acqua di Gio Parfum is going to be very, very close. So if you see the 125 ml bottle, which is this one, is going to be close to Essenza, and if you see the 100 ml bottle, Acqua di Gio Parfum is going to be close to Profumo. So this is one of the easiest things to recognize the difference. Of course, another difference is the magnetic cap, but this is only after you are buying it. The 100 ml Parfum is going to have the magnetic cap, which is close to Profumo, while the 125 ml bottle is not having the magnetic cap, which for me, it doesn't bother me at all, but I know some people like this magnetic cap. And also the fragrance, which is close to Profumo, has the Armani writing here, just for you to know that. But today is not about Acqua di Gio Parfum or whatever. This was only the intro. It's about another fragrance which in fragrance community is known as really, really close to Essenza, which is Bentley Silverlake. Bentley Silverlake, which I paid with the shipping £30, and this for £40 is not bad at all. But before going any further, let's see the bottle. This is a very, very shiny bottle, especially taking in consideration the lighting scenario. I'm going to let for you a much closer view of the bottle here somewhere. Actually, one thing which really, really struck me when I was reading the informations, actually this fragrance is made by the Lalique company. It's saying right here Lalique Beauty Services, and also it's saying here on the bottom Lalique Beauty Services. And this information just struck me straight away because I'm not the biggest fan of some of the Lalique fragrances. I didn't test too many, to be absolutely really, really honest with you guys. I've had Encre Noir Sport, which weren't on my taste. A fragrance is such a personal taste, so if you love them, more power to you. I have also this Lalique Pur Homme. Again, this is a very old school fragrance, so if you are not into this old school scent, don't blind buy this, because this is not a blind buy worthy. I worn this fragrance twice, and in both cases, my wife and another guy from work told me I smell like an old lady. So maybe this fragrance didn't perform well on my skin, smelled a bit odd. Also, it's saying here Lalique Beauty Services, so Bentley fragrances are made by Lalique in this case. I can assume this, just in case you were interested. And I took this fragrance, I sprayed it, and I was like, again, this is a fragrance which is close to Essenza, and straight away I took my Acqua di Gio Essenza sample, which I have a bit left here, and this is a thing which I fully regret because at that time I didn't buy a backup bottle. I was thinking to buy 180 ml bottle of Essenza and I didn't. I was thinking, you know, I have Essenza, so I wanna go with Profumo. This is a 2015 batch right here, so I had one of the first batches of Essenza, and Essenza performed on me better than Profumo, as I'm being honest all the time. And I took Essenza, I sprayed it, and I was like, okay, I can see these are close, not identical, but close. If you want this information, Acqua di Gio Parfum is going to be close to Essenza than Bentley, but Bentley for 30 pounds in total with shipping is a great buy. So it's a great buy, and also just because of the price and just because this fragrance is smelling so good, people pleasing, you feel good, you know, wearing this scent DNA, Acqua di Gio DNA, you feel good, and you're gonna get like 80% of Essenza for 30 pounds here in UK, so that means about $40. This one is blind buy safe. As a difference, this fragrance is not as vivid as Acqua di Gio Parfum 2023, which is 95, closer to the sample which I've got from Acqua di Gio Essenza. It's not as vivid as Acqua di Gio Parfum 2023, which is going to be a bit more playful, sweeter in the opening, a bit more aquatic. It's nice, you know. This one is going to be a bit of more fresh, spicier version of Acqua di Gio Essenza. You're gonna get a touch of black pepper in the background. Even if it's not listed, I'm thinking on Fragrantica, I've got this, you know, black pepper feeling undertone to it. It's not strong, but it's there. It's still, you know, slightly aquatic, with some colognes there. Basically, if you knew, Acqua di Gio Essenza is like 80% the same. Performance, Acqua di Gio Essenza, the sample which I've got it right here, performs better, about 15% stronger, while it's not fair to say, hey, this is just 5% stronger or this 5% stronger. I rather say it's just a matter of nuance there. Performance is roughly the same like Acqua di Gio Parfum 2023. I was still getting about 6-7 hours as a longevity minimum each wearing, and also a good projection the first 1 hour and a half. But bear in mind, I use this fragrance indoor, gym, work, something like that. But also just because this fragrance is so cheap, easy to wear, I used about 8, 9, 10 sprays, so bear this in mind. For versatility, this fragrance is great. This is that type of a fragrance which you are buying it, you feel good when you are wearing it, and of course you can take it with you in the car, in your locker room at work. After 3-4 hours you can go there, reapplying it, you feel amazing. My honest opinion, everyone can rock this fragrance. This DNA is such a easy to wear, versatile DNA. All occasions. I wouldn't wear this fragrance winter time because maybe it won't have the performance, but can be rocked all year around. As always, this is my honest opinion about, in this case, Bentley Silverlake. Until next time, take care of you guys. Bye bye.